Kodo in Japanese means soul of motion, and it is also the reason Mazdas like the new 2014 Mazda 6 look so damn good. Its looks alone would have taken this Mazda 6 straight to the top of the family sedan segment, but there's another damn good looking competitor which we also reviewed a while ago, the 2013 Ford Fusion. So since looks alone are not enough, let's dig a bit deeper. This third generation Mazda 6 has been built on Mazda's own Skyactiv platform, and since it's no longer shared with Ford, the stakes are pretty high. Unlike the Fusion, the 2014 Mazda 6 is only available with front-wheel drive and comes only with one engine option, leaving the trim and gearbox choice to the buyer. Prices start at $24,295 for a manual GX and go all the way up to $32,195 for an automatic GT, while our test vehicle also included the Tech Package, which is a $2,000 option. Standard equipment on the GT is impressive, and the Tech Package adds insane for the class features. iActive includes 9 safety features. That's right, 9. Some of them are adaptive cruise control, forward obstruction warning, lane departure control, high beam control, smart brake control, which helps reduce the severity of a collision by automatically applying the brakes, smart city brake control, which can bring the car to a complete stop when an obstacle is in its way when it's traveling up to 30 kilometers an hour. Add all that to a 5-star crash test from the Euro NCAP, and this is a pretty serious package when it comes to safety. The all-new exterior design is aggressive and makes the new Mazda 6 stand out in a crowd. Especially in the Mica red color like our test vehicle, all the sculptured angles and curves are highlighted to the point that it looks fantastic. The pointy nose, mad headlights, low roofline, and long taillights are superbly blended together, and the 19-inch rims fill the wheel arches very nicely. The interior is rather conservative compared to the exterior, but Mazda's effort to up their game has paid off. The excellent materials used, the tight fit and smooth finish, compose a very impressive interior in terms of build quality. The design has been kept simple. The instrument panel fonts and background texture is similar to what Mercedes has done, and ergonomically, the Mazda 6 scores quite high. The center top-mounted entertainment system can be fully controlled via an iDrive type dial behind the gear lever, so reaching up while driving is not necessary. The driving position is low and snug, while the driver's seat can be adjusted in many ways to help achieve that optimum posture. The thick leather-wrapped steering wheel doesn't only come with most of the controls mounted on it, but it is also adjustable for height and reach. The seats provide good side support, and during long journeys, they are comfortable enough to keep you strain-free. Visibility, despite the low roofline, is very good, and the technology package goodies assist in never missing a thing. Of course, they can never replace your eyes, but they do help a bunch. The rear seats have adequate headroom even for 6 feet plus passengers, and the legroom is not bad either. The width of the vehicle isn't the best for throwing a third person in the middle, but occasionally you can with no intense complaints. The trunk is spacious and shaped well, so the 483 liters can be fully utilized. If you ever need more space for longer items, you'll be happy to know that the rear seats are 60/40 foldable. The 2.5-liter 4-cylinder Skyactiv motor outputs 184 horsepower and 185 pound-feet of torque, and it offers smooth and refined performance. The long gear ratios of the 6-speed automatic gearbox don't exactly complement performance figures, but it still sprinted to 100 kilometers an hour in 9 seconds flat. The paddle shifters are nice to have and work great, but the absence of a simplistic sport drive mode is striking. During our test, we averaged 8.6 liters per 100 kilometers, which is excellent for a conventional car. Throttle response is excellent, and the Skyactiv motor is most of the time very smooth and refined, while when revved hard, it produces a rather attractive noise. The gearbox is very smooth and has been tuned for optimal fuel economy, so responsiveness at kickdown is slow if you're not determined. The suspension layout on the Mazda 6 is among the most sophisticated in the class. All-round independent and tuned just a click towards sporty, driving dynamics are definitely a strong selling point.
Mazda claim that they race everything they build, and when it comes to the Mazda 6, I believe them.
On a straight line, the Mazda 6 remains on track and shoots straight with no need for constant corrections, while on twisty back roads, it showcases agility and poised cornering. There is little body roll, and the steering feels quite good, providing enough feedback. Directional inputs are read with precision, and the Mazda 6 has a playful character. The rear end will not deny going a bit wide to help you steer, and even if you exceed the high traction limits, controlling the athletic body is done with ease. If you need to come to an abrupt stop, fear not, as the brakes can bring the car to a complete stop from 100 kilometers an hour in just 43 meters, while the brake pedal remains firm and fade-free.
Mazda 6 comfort levels are impressive, particularly in terms of refinement. With the 19-inch alloy wheels, it's a teeny tiny bit on the hard side, but that's only noticeable on very sharp bumps.
Don't forget that this is a Mazda, and as a Mazda, it values handling a bit more than comfort. It might seem a bit pricey at first, but what you get in return is one of the safest cars you can get, packed with high-tech gadgets and awesome looks that match its driving dynamics. The Mazda 6 wins our segment pick.